Hello student, I hope you are doing well. So today we are going to start our second chapter of computer of class 3rd. So the chapter name is How a Computer Works. So the main things which we are going to read today: input, process, output. And which are the input devices like keyboard, mouse, joystick, scanner. Which are processing device, system cabinet, as we call them CPU also. Now the third, output devices. Which are they? Monitor and printer. Let's read from the book. Okay, now learning objectives are: after reading this chapter, you will able to know about the function of a computer, describe input, process and output steps, tell about input, process and output devices. Students, as you know, a computer follows instruction to do work, but have you thought how a computer works on the data and instructions? A computer follows the three basic steps to work as given below: the input, the process, the output. So now read about input. The data, instructions and command given to the computer are called inputs. For example, to add two numbers, we will enter 2, 6 plus, means we have input this number. So here 2 and 6 are data and plus is an instruction that is to be performed on the data. Now process. Children, a computer examines and calculates the result. This is called processing. For example, the input instruction will be processed on the input data. 2 plus 6 equal to 8. Here, plus operation input instruction will be performed on 2 and 6, which are input data. Now comes to output. The result given by a computer after processing is called output. For examples, processed information or result will appear on the monitor screen. Output, here result of 2 plus 6 will appear, which is 8, which is output. Now let us take some daily life examples to understand of IPO. Example, sharpening a pencil. Blunt pencil. Then process, what happens? Sharpening pencil. And what output comes? Sharp pencil. The second example is making mango shake. First you can see milk, sugar and mango, piece of mango. Now after processing, mixing them together in the mixer, what came output? Mango shake. So what we have input? Milk, sugar, piece of mango, and then we have processed that, mixing them together in the mixer. After what output came? Mango shake. Now the third example, washing dirty clothes. What are the inputs? Dirty clothes, washing powder and water. Now let's see processing. Washing and spinning. And the what output comes? Clean clothes. Before what was? Dirty clothes, washing powder and water. After that we have processed that. Now the output is clean clothes. Now fourth example, coloring, drawing. First, sketch on paper and crayons. We have sketch on paper and we need crayons. After that, we coloring sketch using crayons. We have colored this sketch using crayons. Now what the output comes? Colorful drawing. So this is how we do input, processing, and then what comes? Output. Now let's turn the page. Student, in the same way a computer take input instruction to do work, we enter the input through input devices. So now we will learn which are the input devices. A keyboard, a mouse, a joystick, a scanner. The input data and instruction are processed through processing device to convert data into useful information. The CPU is called the processing device which is placed inside the system cabinet. This is CPU which is placed in this system cabinet. Now, output device. A computer shows processed information or result through output devices like monitor and printer. We can see output things where? On monitor screen or by the printer. Okay. Now, learn some points which are at a glance. A computer follows 3 basic steps to work: input, process, output. We can call IPO also to this function. Input refers to the data that we enter into the computer. The second, processing is done on the input data. And the next one is the processed information is called output. And the next, input are entered into the computer through input devices like keyboard, mouse, etc. The CPU is processing device that acts on the data to convert it into useful information. The output is shown by the output device like monitor and printer. So student, we have completed this section of this chapter. Now in the next session, I am going to share you the worksheet of this chapter. I hope you understand this chapter. If you are having any kind of doubt, please comment on Facebook or YouTube channel. Thank you.